Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a woman named Maria. Maria was a kind-hearted and gentle soul who always gave her all in every relationship she entered. However, time and time again, she found herself facing heartbreak. Each time she opened her heart to love, she was met with disappointment as her partners took her for granted, cheated on her, or broke her trust in various ways. Maria tried to keep her faith in love alive, but her heart was shattered into a million pieces with each failed relationship. Despite her heartache, Maria refused to give up on finding true love. She kept searching for her soulmate, hoping that one day she would find the love that she truly deserved. She poured her heart and soul into each relationship, giving her all to make it work, but fate seemed to have other plans. One day, Maria met a young girl named Sophie. Sophie was a sweet and innocent child who had been abandoned by her parents and left to fend for herself. Maria took her in without hesitation, seeing a reflection of her own lonely past in the girl's eyes. She cared for Sophie as if she were her own daughter, showering her with love, affection, and guidance. Sophie quickly became the center of Maria's world, and Maria's heart swelled with a love she had never known before. For the first time in her life, Maria found happiness and fulfillment in the unconditional love of this young girl. Sophie brought joy and meaning to Maria's life, and they formed a bond that was unbreakable. Maria felt grateful to have found this pure and innocent love in her life, and she cherished every moment she spent with Sophie. But tragedy struck when Sophie fell ill suddenly. Maria was devastated as she watched her precious girl suffer. She prayed fervently to God, pleading for Sophie's recovery with all her heart. Maria was willing to trade anything to save Sophie, even her own life. But despite her prayers and desperate efforts, Sophie succumbed to her illness and passed away in Maria's arms. Maria was inconsolable. She was devastated by the loss of the one person who had brought her true happiness. She was angry at God for taking away the one source of joy in her life. She felt broken beyond repair, her heart shattered into even tinier fragments than before. In her grief and pain, Maria realized that her heart had been broken so many times before because she had been searching for love in all the wrong places. She had sought validation and fulfillment from external relationships, hoping that someone else would complete her. But it was only through the loss of Sophie that Maria understood that true love was not about finding someone to complete her, but about giving love unconditionally. Maria learned that her purpose in life was not to seek love from others, but to give love without expecting anything in return. She realized that the most precious gift she could give was her own love, and she vowed to love others with all her heart, just as she had loved Sophie. One day, while Maria was at the local market picking up supplies for her home, she bumped into a kind and gentle man named James. James was instantly captivated by Maria's warmth and kindness. He was drawn to her selflessness and admired the way she dedicated her life to helping others. He struck up a conversation with Maria, and they found themselves talking for hours, lost in each other's company. Maria was hesitant to open her heart to love again, as she was afraid of getting hurt once more. But James was persistent, and he continued to show Maria unconditional love and support, just like she had given to others. He cherished her for who she was, and he saw the beauty in her brokenness. James was patient and understanding, willing to wait for Maria to heal and open her heart to him. As Maria got to know James, she realized that he was unlike anyone she had ever met. He was genuine, kind, and loving, and he accepted her with all her flaws and scars. He showed her what it truly meant to be loved unconditionally, and he helped her see her worth beyond her past heartbreaks. With time, Maria's heart began to mend. She found herself falling in love with James, and she realized that she deserved to be loved just as deeply as she loved others. James became her confidant, her rock, and her partner in life. He embraced her with all her imperfections and made her feel whole again. Maria and James got married in a simple ceremony surrounded by their loved ones. It was a celebration of their loved ones. It was a celebration of their love, a love that was based on understanding, trust, and unconditional acceptance. They built a life together, filled with joy, laughter, and shared values. Maria never forgot Sophie, the young girl who had touched her heart and taught her the true meaning of love. She carried Sophie's memory with her always, and she continued to spread love and kindness to those in need. Her heart was no longer broken, but rather mended and made stronger by the trials and tribulations she had faced. In the end, Maria's journey was not without hardships, but she had found solace and healing through love. She learned that love was not about avoiding pain, but about embracing it with an open heart and using it as a catalyst for growth and compassion. Maria's heart was no longer shattered, but rather it was made whole by the unconditional love she received from James, and the love she continued to give to others. And in her heart, she knew that Sophie's legacy lived on, as her love had transformed Maria into a person who understood the true power of love and the blessings it could bring.